So let's begin the 3D sketch phase, which is probably the best, I mean not the best, but the most fun phase of all phases that we have here. Let's just remove this rim light. Sketch phase. So 3D sketch, what I call 3D sketch is, I haven't seen this anywhere, but this is gotten from the artists, like regular 2D artists. They make sketch, and then over the sketch they make the sketch just to see the dimensions, to see the forms, to see how the forms interact with each other. I do the same with the 3D object. So what I do is make almost everything here that you can see, like clothes and everything and belts and everything, I make it with one mesh. But let me show you. I duplicate this mesh, then I go with it, make it a different color, for example like this, fill object, and then inflate it a little bit, not too much, just maybe 12 for now. If your scale of a model is different, you will inflate it in a different way. So let's see the boots. Where are they compared to the body? Let's check it out. Here the boots are up to here. So we will, oops, not this. Sometimes I play the sometimes I press the window key instead of the alt key or the control, and yeah, this happened. So this will be until here. We'll have some belt here. We'll have some belt around this area. We'll have something here. We have another something here, and this will go like this. We'll have some pouch in this area. We'll have some sleeves here, but the thing is that I want this to be a little bit less polygonal, because we'll need a little bit less polygons here. This will be easier with less polygons. Here we'll go, oops, no, a standard brush, I have to return it to normal. Then I can just dig here, and this is the only place that you can see the skin, except for this one here. Yeah, we can do this, but no, just in one place. So yeah, let's make a Dynamesh and make the resolution, or just no, let's make Dynamesh and resolution like lower, 72. But first we have to it's cool. So we make it. We made it. Let's get rid of this and then go and make this a little bit like that. So now I will just draw over the model wherever I feel like there's something I have to do. Like here I have to do these things, and they have to be, let me see, okay, first like this, then here some kind of a wrinkly fabric that we want to do, or we have to do. Do we have to do it? Yeah, we have. So here we might make some adjustments, make it like this, push this aside, So just doing this kind of stuff. And we take our time, because this is a time-consuming process. Sometimes this kind of stage can take up to a couple of hours even for more complicated models. This one, most of the things are attached to the body. What I mean is they're close to the body. So we don't need that kind of super doing super much thing. I mean, most of the time when I do this, the model has more interesting silhouette and has a lot of parts that are around them, like getting out of them, like helmets or some kind of armor. And when you start with a naked male, for example, and you want to make armor parts and everything, yeah, it takes time. Or a monster for that matter, with armor or something. You start from a base monster, just an anatomy model, and then you make your way to the ready model. So I have to figure out how it's going to the back. Of course it's a good thing that I have concept. And the concept is showing me everything. I know how the back looks like. And yeah, it's pretty good, this concept, yeah. I'm just very grateful for this kind of concept artists that are making this effort to make a concept that good. It's pretty amazing. And most of the artists don't do that. Especially at some stage of the process that everything is clear, like art direction, they just make a sketch and give it to you, and yeah, the things should go in their way, you know. We should move fast. This will be around this area. Okay. All right. Yeah, this looks strange. And most of the time what I do is, let me show you. I'm making a head here. It will never be visible, but it's very much fun to do. And it's some kind of monster head most of the time. And it's just when I'm in solo mode. It's just a nice thing to have, you know. Just make me laugh. It's some kind of a ugly, very ugly guy that is screaming. And he has to have some teeth. Yeah, we have to do this. This is part of the process, you know. Yeah, it will not help us that much in technical level, but it will help us to lift our spirit a little bit. Yeah, he may have even a mustache here and a beard or something. This will be his eyebrows. And yeah, it looks very cool. Okay, now it's visible a little bit, so I will move it backwards. And now it's invisible. Nobody knows. Oops. Nobody knows it's there, but he's there. Yes. He's hungry. Okay. Now we can continue doing this. Yeah, sometimes we need to have fun, you know. As artists, we want to have fun. If you don't have fun doing your models, I don't think you're going to work very passionate and when there's no passion in the work, when there's no willing to do it and just pure desire, it shows. The work is not exactly like nice, you know. Right? This is pretty important here that we're doing. This type of fabric is this is a center of the centerpiece. For example, it's below the face, so it's very visible, and it's a good idea to have it. No, we have to have it, of course, but we have to make it so we have to just visualize it like everything. We have to visualize everything. So here a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, here. Let me just turn on symmetry and make this. These are the beginnings of the sleeves, and they are strange, like a little old timers. But it's cool. And then we can make here a little bit. And this is very much fun, because when we're starting to make everything from geometry, each and every piece of belt and everything we will make from geometry, and then it will be a little bit strange. But now it's cool. Now it looks fine. Also we have some wrinkles going out from here to there. Some wrinkles going out from there to here. And then we will have some wrinkles in this area like this. Let's make them bigger. And then with the dumb standard brush, make them like this. Okay, and then here, this one, this is thinner, and then we will have this kind of a thing, triangular, and then it will be held by one bolt in this, like a shield type of armor thing in her arm. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, the position of this now looks pretty much okay. Of course, probably it will be very hard to make the position of everything exactly correct, but we will have to try at least do it properly. And I'm doing just that with the 3D Sketch. So 3D Sketch is pretty useful. At least we know that. And many artists are not using this. They're just starting to do things. But in my opinion, in this way, you're losing like 3 or 4 hours or whatever. It depends how fast you are. But then you have exact things, exact places of the things in the mesh on the model. So you just have to make them. It's pretty easy. You don't have to think about the locations, you don't have to adjust them that much. You have to adjust them a little bit, but not that much. So here, this kind of thing. And when we have a concept, it's not super necessary to do this kind of sketch phase, but I like to do it anyway. Sometimes I don't have concept, and then this is pretty mandatory. But when I have concept, most of the time you can go without it, probably. So, you see, I made a mistake a little bit, because I made this with symmetry, but it's no problem. I will delete here. Then our glove will be through here. Then we'll have some naked skin until this area. Cool. This will go a little bit in this way, and then we'll make some kind of a shield again here. Okay. Maybe some wrinkles here, because this is a glove, and we have it in the concept. We have some wrinkles in the concept. Alright. This is a glove. Although it doesn't look exactly like a glove yet, it will look like a glove when we're finished with it. Okay, this one here is again a little bit like this. And then a bit like this. So going inside. Here we have some piece of little armor, which is completely unnecessary. And yeah, I will go find this guy that made this concept, and I'll tell him that this is not alright. Why is he making this kind of little armor pieces that do nothing but just make me do more work? Of course it's a joke, because it's a good idea to have some variety in your concept. So here our sleeve is going a little bit off, a little bit like this. We have to figure out the wrinkles here. And the wrinkles or the folds in the fabric are super important. You have to be able to make them, and you have to be able to make good wrinkles. Otherwise, it's not good. I mean, really, bad wrinkles are ruining your model hands down. I mean, you cannot do bad wrinkles. You have to do the wrinkles until you get it right, until you are happy with it and say, okay, now those wrinkles are working and they're not bad. So yeah, in the beginning it will be about the things not to be bad, but then you have to try to make things good, because that's very important. So this is not exactly perfect. So what I have to do is make this a little bit more like this. She has some kind of a I don't know, shoulder pads below that, I'm not sure. But it's obvious that this is a little bit more than the normal shoulders, so it's not her shoulders. These are shoulder pads, most likely. That's why I'm making the 3D sketch, because that's the things that we have to figure out, and we'll go through all the model and view all the things, and just we will figure out even in our mind how much work we have to do ahead of ourselves, and then we will of course give up and go to the woods and just be some shepherd or something, which is pretty normal, because this work is not for us. It's too hard. To be a 3D artist is very hard. Let's not do this. Or we just have to work, you know. 3D artists, programmers get more money than 3D artists, but 3D artists get pretty good money. And why is that? Because the work is like not everybody can do it, you know. And that's why. So yeah, get yourself together and just do the job. Whatever it's like, it may be very hard or very long project or something, but yeah, everything that you do is very much, yes. There is no work that is done for nothing. Even if you don't get paid, for example, or something, you get something out of it. Experience. It's experience, of course. It's pretty important, the experience. And of course, only working for experience will lead you to die from hunger, probably. So, probably you have to get a little bit of payment sometimes for your services, but experience is also good, yeah. Alright. Okay, yeah. So the time is up for this this video. We'll see you in the next one, where we continue the 3D sketch phase.